3-4 weeks. Yeah.
Fair enough. As I mentioned to you before we started the recording of this, I was listening to some other interviews that you had done recently. And I think you had done the metal podcast with a gentleman over in Ireland, and you guys were talking about how you originally didn't enjoy playing live many years ago. Has that changed for you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, um, I didn't enjoy playing live in the 90s, and that was because, well, different. I think first of all, I didn't really know what the possibilities were, and I didn't know how to. Um, it's just like, okay, so really simple things. Um, I could sit there, uh, basically, be the guy that together with the agent put together everything, right? And then I would walk on board the bus, and then um, you know someone had taken, like, all the decent bunks were gone, and
Okay.
yeah, let's say, like, one of the roadies would put all these suitcases in front of my bunk, so basically, there was no way of getting in and out, and I thought that's just the way it is.
Right.
And then I realized a few years into it is that I'm in a position where I can say, no, you don't get to do that. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
this is my bed, and you don't put your stuff there. And I did, to put it like this, I didn't really understand that I was the CEO of this company. And once I started to realize that I can make this a little bit more comfortable for myself by saying, like, yes, I do have to do a little bit more than these other people, but that also puts me in a position where I can ask for certain things that they can't ask for, and that made life a little bit uh, more bearable to me, just because a lot of times, just for the same reason, it's like, some of the people who work for Satyricon, there are people who do a lot of stuff, and they might ask me for things that I cannot necessarily give to all of them, but to certain people I would say, yes, you can have that, because I know that they work really, really, really hard, and I need the best version of that guy at all times. Whilst there are some people who do important stuff, but they don't work necessarily that hard, that ask for things that I don't give them, because they don't really need it. They would like to have it, but they don't need it. And I started trying to find out what is it that I have to, what is it that has to be a certain way. And once I've started figuring that out, things got a little bit better for me. And as for the, travel part and all that, I guess what is unfortunate about, be it, playing live, or, recording a music video, or doing a photo shoot, or whatever, it's just, there's a lot of waiting involved. And, to give you an example, since we're, right at the end of our European festival run, so here's typically what happens. I get up at 3:30 a.m. And I shower and get dressed. I have 2 glasses of water, and then go get into a cab. Then 15 minutes later, I'm on the other side of downtown Oslo, where I will meet with a couple of the other guys and a shuttle van that's going to take us, and the guitars, to Oslo airport. And then 45 minutes later, we're at the airport. Then we do our check-in routine and whatnot, and then we have a flight departing at, let's say, 6:30. Then there's a couple of hours on the flight to somewhere in Europe, and then we're being picked up by a shuttle van that will take us a couple of hours to some festival site and hotel. We'll check in, try and sleep a little bit, and then get up and then shuttle van for, let's say, half an hour to some festival site. Eat, try and get ready to play a show, go out there, and then play for, let's say, 60 minutes. And then it's, shuttle back for half an hour, shower, eat a little bit, and then maybe sleep for 5 hours until we have to get up, and then 2 hours in a shuttle van, a couple of hours at the airport, and 2 hours on a plane back to Norway, and then takes me an hour to get back, and then I'm back here with the family, and all of this for playing 60 minutes, So you spend a couple of days to perform 1 hour, So can you imagine, like, when you go out there and you see a tired, drunk festival crowd go like, yeah, and then you go to yourself, what the fuck is wrong?
Is it worth it?
Yeah. So sometimes, that can be very frustrating, but there are other times, of course, when you come out there and, there's this hellish roar and you think to yourself, wow, this is worth it. And I think, I guess what I've done my whole career is that I feel like I've been saying out loud what all artists talk about backstage, and I think we all enjoy playing live, and I think we all feel frustrated and let down by that type of life at times, and then I think we all enjoy the opportunities and the privileges that come with being a touring musician, but also that is frustrating to us too. Yeah.
Do you notice any difference in crowds or countries? You mentioned that they're all sort of clubs, so you go around the world and you tour a lot of the same spots frequently. Are there favorite spots or areas that you have these rabid fan bases?
Yeah, I mean, we've got good fans everywhere.